today we have a very special video. I have been wanting to do a video with an Avant for quite some time now. What is going on, you guys? How are y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And today we have a very special video with a very special guest. And today we have Bryce, who is letting us do a video with his RS6 Avant. And I have been wanting to do a video with an Avant for quite some time now. And today is the day where we actually get to do a video and a ride along with the RS6 Avant. And I am super pumped. You guys should be too. It's going to be super fun. So without further ado, let's introduce Bryce. Let him talk to you guys about his car, what's done to it, and then we'll hop in the passenger seat and we'll go for a ride. All right, you guys, so this is Bryce. Bryce, good to see you today.
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
So talk to us about your RS6, man.
So I just recently got it, actually, about, I think in January I ordered it. And I've been researching these things for about 8 months, trying to find the right spec. I had a few requirements. I had to get my cognac interior, ceramic brakes, because 5,000-pound vehicle with 600 horsepower, you need some good brakes. And also kind of an odd variable, but I wanted DRC. With Audi, that's dynamic ride control. Most of these vehicles come standard with air ride, but I wanted DRC because I wanted to have that firmer ride, because I'm coming from a Porsche to this. I want to be able to corner a lot better. But yeah, the car came fully satin PPF'd, and I had not the greatest photo quality, but the moment this car came to my house and it came off the trailer, I was like, okay, this thing looks night and day in person.
Wow.
But yeah, love the car. So she's full satin PPF, which gives it a really unique look. In terms of mods, she has H&R lowering springs, SPC performance, adjustable control arms that kind of help tuck in the wheels, if you will, with it being lowered with DRC. Satin PPF, like I mentioned. The car does have full tint, so all the way around, top, windshield, the whole nine. I did do a unique thing with Audi with this car. I unlocked the LED matrix lights.
Oh, I've heard that's very hard to do.
It can be, yeah. So I found a gentleman who would do that for me. I've done the eVenturi carbon air intake, which I have to say, the air induction noise in this car, which you're going to hear in a little bit, is insane. And the turbo whine, turbo whistle especially. And then probably the other big mod on the car is the Draptech body kit, which is front splitter, air deflectors, side molding, rear diffuser, and of course the wing that looks more like a GT wing a little bit, which everyone loves. It really changes the dynamic in the look of the car.
Yeah, I was gonna say these cars with like certain body kits just look absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. And here is the engine that powers this beast. So tell us what we're looking at, Bryce.
So here we got the R6 V8 twin turbo. Yeah, I think if memory serves, she's 591 or so horsepower stock. Only thing I've done to this car so far is just the eVenturi carbon air intake. You know, eventually, if I do choose to stage one this, then I'll really get close to 110, 120 more horsepower. But I would say right now she's probably sitting right around 600 because of the air intake.
You know, that's not bad for a wagon that weighs 5,000.
No, she gets up and goes. Yeah, I will say my wife's car is faster because it's an EV, but that's okay.
Hey, we all know EVs will stomp any gas car.
Yeah. You know, personally, I think the next thing I really want to do to this car is probably later this month. I don't know if you've heard of INR Fab here locally.
I have heard of it just a couple times. Don't know much about it.
Been working with Isaiah over there, so I'm going to probably do the resonator delete on this car to open up the sport exhaust, make it a little bit louder, and then, you know, she is under warranty, so probably don't want to tune it anytime soon. But I will say to really get volume out of these cars, you have to do the downpipes.
Oh, for sure.
So that will probably be next on the list after I do the resonator delete, and then I'll be very happy. Plus, I mean, these ceramic brakes, as you can tell in the front here, are just absolutely huge.
They are massive.
They're the same size as a Lamborghini Urus, if memory serves, and what have you. I mean, this thing, I personally have yet to slam on the brake. I haven't needed to.
Right.
But
let's hope we don't have to be in that situation.
Exactly. I will say there's been a few instances where I've had to hit that brake, this thing can stop, which is what you want. I mean, these brakes, and I love it too. Like, you know, I like to get out for Cars and Coffee, do car shows locally and what have you. I love how most folks are just doing this and they go straight to my wheels because the brakes are just so huge. Yeah, no, the wheels are amazing. Don't plan on changing them.
No, they look absolutely good. I mean,
someone wants to give me free wheels, I'll take them.
Yeah, like I said, any wheel company, hit this man up, get him some wheels. You know what I would think would be cool is if you ever do decide to go with wheels, I think a cool color combo would be the silver and like a goldish, bronzish color. I think that would be really cool.
No,
but to each their own.
No, you hit it on the spot. And I will say, I forget the gentleman's name, but literally the moment I bought this, there was ironically, I think a Nardo RS6 that just sold here locally in Vancouver, and he had beautiful bronze wheels with a nice polished lip and everything. Literally so exactly what I wanted for the car. And I won't lie, he offered me a great deal, but for me, I was like, shit.
No, you're good. I can flip it out.
But I was like, man, I just bought this car. I just spent all this money getting it and transporting it here because transporting the dang thing here was $3,000. So for me, I'm like, I told him no, but part of me always wonders, man, what if I'd have gotten those wheels, that the look of this car would be probably perfection.
All right, so you mentioned the color of the interior, and you said it's called cognac interior, right?
Yeah.
How hard is it to find this car or any Audi in a cognac interior?
It was pretty hard actually. Most vehicles were the black interior with like red stitching or chalk sticking or even blue in some cases, but a lot of it had to do with the color combination. Like for example, you wouldn't see red in cognac very often.
Okay.
But you would see black in cognac, blue in cognac, or an Audi exclusive like green, for example, with cognac was very popular.
Oh, interesting.
And I won't lie to you, British Racing Green or Goodwood Green in an RS6 with a cognac interior, that was my dream.
Really?
And of course, I know it was like a month ago, ironically, Grand Prix Motors had one. I'm like, damn it. But I'm very happy with the silver and the DRC and what have you, because again, the biggest thing is the DRC. You just do not see DRC cars and ceramic brake cars very often, and then to have that combo plus the cognac, I was like, this is it.
Well, you guys, that's going to do it for the specs and the talks about the RS6. Let's hear the exhaust, the warm-up, and then we'll hop in the passenger seat. I'll be his co-pilot today, his pilot princess, and we'll get some ride reactions for you guys. You guys just heard the valves open. That is super nice. Now, like he said, he does have a rev limiter, so it's only letting him rev to 3,000. And we are in a quiet place too, so we don't want to go too terribly loud, but just enough for you guys to hear. That sounds nice. Whew. V8, you said V8 twin turbo, is that correct?
That is correct.
That is so sick. So we literally just pulled out on the road, and the ride is literally so smooth and just buttery comfortable. That's probably one thing that you love about the car, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It's just so smooth. You don't feel any bumps in here. I mean, probably unless you hit a gigantic pothole, which we hope you don't hit today. But it's wow. I've never been in a car that's so smooth. That's wild. And it like he was saying before we got in the car that. It was actually right when we got in the car. It is literally like soundproof, so you don't really hear anything. So how is it when you're driving by yourself and it's just quiet like that? Is it too quiet, or do you wish you heard more exhaust, or does it not bother you?
A few things on that. Like for example, yesterday I had to drive down to Salem, and I won't lie, I had the car in comfort mode the whole time.
Oh, there you go.
And what's interesting is when you drive in comfort mode, right now I have it in RS mode, so she's a little bouncy, but I had it in comfort mode, so she just glides and she's really smooth, but you still have the induction noise, the whistling, the twin turbo noise, and what have you, because like when I'm on a freeway, I need to pass somebody, I can just do this, and she gets up and goes, So the big, I don't think we talked about it yet, but the big thing I want to do next on this car is the resonator delete, and that'll be all 3 of them. So the midsection, rear section, and where it connects to the back.
Okay.
And that will really open up the sport exhaust.
That'll be cool.
And just get a little bit more volume. I'm not a big pops and bang guy, but
yeah,
it'll get a little bit louder. Honestly, the car is.
Yeah, she does. And going around those corners, you can really feel it hugging the ground.
I wasn't pushing it because obviously I'm being careful with you in the car. But
right.
Yeah, this thing can really get up and move. And you know, there's an Audi club drive that we did just recently. I had my kid in the car, so I had to be a little mindful. But I could some of those S curves up in towards Skipoos and what have you. It was cornering a lot better than I was expecting it would.
Wow.
For a big car, and I think this the lowering of it is how the magnetic DRC works. It was pretty impressive.
That is really cool. And he was when he was doing those pulls, he was hitting the brakes, and you could just feel it like it's really grabbing the brakes for a 5,000-pound vehicle.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's the RS6 Street.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as I was mentioning the brakes, you can just really feel it grabbing, and for a 5,000-pound vehicle, it stops.
These brakes,
that is so cool. Whoa. Now these cars are all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, right? All-wheel drive.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. And you mentioned that these cars have, well, this one at least, I don't know about all of them, but they have rear-wheel steering.
Yeah, so this thing has rear-wheel steering, which I remember the first day I got it, I had to pull a U-turn. I was meeting with Ethan, and we did some delivery day photos up on top of the hills out there, and I had to pull a big turn, and I whipped it, and I'm like, oh, this thing has a really good turn radius for how big of a car this is. It turns really well.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Always fun.
Oh yeah, that corner handling is just on another level. I'll tell you what, the only thing I can compare it to really, that I can really remember is my buddy Don. He has a GT500 Track Pack Edition, and he was pushing that car to the limit. And, you know, it's one of those special Mustangs, and it's made for racing and tracking and everything. And that thing was just hugging the corners. That's what this Avant makes me think of. It's just so crazy around the corners. Oh my gosh. There's a Volkswagen Beetle behind us that was trying to keep up with us. We left him a little bit behind. But wow, yeah, he did a full-on pull that time. That was really cool. Like I was saying earlier, for a 5,000-pound vehicle, you really feel the torque in this. That's insane. Yeah, there's the Volkswagen Beetle again. Look at that. He's trying to keep up with us. Bryce, I don't know. You got some competition back there.
I guess I do.
He's trying to keep up.
That little turbo diesel is coming after me.
I was going to ask you, so when you're on the highway or anything, do you ever get dudes or girls that are like, cool car?
Oh, I get it all the time. I actually get more attention in this car than I did in my Porsche, which is...
That's so funny.
Which is insane to think about, but yeah, I get so much more attention in this car.
Do you, would you say that you get more attention from dudes or girls, or is it about the same?
It's actually a lot of dudes. Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's a dude magnet.
Yep, right.
Or maybe a dad magnet.
A dad magnet. We're gonna get a flyby for you guys, so hopefully it'll sound pretty sick. Here he comes. Wow! That V8 twin turbo just sounds incredible. Holy cow. That's so cool. I love recording flybys like that just because I can get the outside experience, hearing the exhaust under full power. That's so cool. That is so sick. So, yeah, look at that, you guys. Bryce was just saying you guys stay over there.
You stay over there. No.
Wow. So one thing Bryce was telling me is that with these headlights, they have a blue laser. And before I show you guys, Bryce, explain to the audience what I'm about to show them.
Yeah, so when we talked earlier about the LED matrix and how the curtain wall, if you will, if it opens up and everything, they also enable the blue laser. And you can kind of see it. It's kind of hard to see during the daytime, but you can see it right inside there.
Oh yeah, it's flickering a little bit, but you guys can see that blue.
But yeah, it's really, where it comes in really cool is at nighttime. You know,
that's cool.
For me, it's more of like just, it looks cool at night, but
that's super cool.
Fun little thing.
Well, Bryce, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you so much for taking your time and doing this for me, guys. Be sure to follow Bryce on Instagram. RS6_Silverstorm is what it is. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have put your Instagram at the beginning of the video, but you know, whatever. I'm still putting it up. Gotta give credit to this guy. So, yeah, you guys.
Post daily.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure to follow him on his Instagram and give him a follow and a check out and like all of his content that he posts. So, again, Bryce, thank you so much for taking your time. Guys, that's going to do it for the video. And make sure you like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. So, peace. Incredible.